Okay guys, so today we are solving the second problem of C language on HackerRank. The problem's name is playing with characters. Let's start. Okay, so the author is Mahak Baga. The difficulty is easy. The maximum score is 5 and around zero point 0.2 million people have submitted it as of now. The objective says this challenge will help you to learn how to take a character, a string and a sentence as an input. In C, to take a single character ch as input, you can use scanf function, scanf %c and ch semicolon and printf %c inside double quotes comma ch writes a character specified by the argument char to std out. Oh, so here is an example of character declaration ch and scanning it and then printing it. This piece of code prints the character ch. Okay. You can take a string as input in C using scanf %s, s, but it accepts string only until it finds the first space. Okay, so what this command means is that it will take input until it encounters a space, which is bad because when we want to take the input of a sentence, it has spaces. We want to take in all the words, but this won't cut it. Okay, so in order to take a line as input, you can use the scanf this declaration function. Now, what is this? Where %s is defined as char s maxlen. Okay, where maxlen is the maximum size of s, basically the length of the string. Here, brackets is the scan set character. Okay, this one is known as the scan set character. Now, this symbol upper arrow \n stands for taking input until a new line isn't encountered. Okay, so basically this will keep taking input including the spaces until a new line is encountered. Okay, then this %c it reads the new line character and here the used star indicates that this new line character is discarded. Okay, so this star symbol represents that when we encounter a new line character, okay, we discard that character, we don't consider it. The statement scanf the code comma s will not work because the last statement will read a new line character \n from the previous line. This can be handled by variety of ways. One way is to use scanf \n. Okay, this is an important point. This code, okay, this code that takes input of a whole line, right, including spaces, will not work because the last statement will read a new line character. Okay, so basically this one is reading a new line character from a previous line, and this can be handled in a variety of ways. One way is to use scanf \n before the last statement. Okay, so keep that in mind. We have to use this statement or another space giving method. We'll talk about that a bit later. The task is you have to print the character ch in the first line, then print s in the next line. In the last line, print the sentence sen. Okay, so the character will be named ch, the line will be named s, the string one, and the whole sentence will be named sen. This is the variable name. The input format will be first take a character ch as input, ch is the name of that character, then take the string s as an input, s is the name of that string, and lastly take the sentence sen as input. Okay, the constraints are s and sen will have fewer than 100 characters including the new line. Okay, so basically this is the size, right? Print three lines of output. This is the output format. The first line prints the character ch, the second line prints the string s, the third line prints the sentence sen. Okay, so the sample input and sample output will be absolutely identical. Okay, so let's start writing that code. Now first we have to declare the character, the string and the sentence. So we'll use the char declaration. We'll name it as ch and end it with a semicolon. Another declaration for the string named s and we'll give it the size 100. Ended with a semicolon. Another declaration of type character and we'll name it as, and this one will be our sentence, and this one also has a size of 100. Now the declarations are done. We have declared all the variables. These are two basically arrays. This one is a single character variable, and now we have to take input. We use the scanf function, and inside double quotes we write %c to take in the character input. We put in a comma and then we write ch and ch. Okay, this one will take the input of the character. Now we write another input statement. We put inside percent brackets, upper arrow backslash n brackets closed, and then we take the input of that string, and the string's name was and s, and is the uh, symbol to declare that where to put the taken input. Another declaration for taking input, and then we write inside double quotes percent upper arrow backslash n close the brackets percent star c. Okay, write a comma and then write ampersand sen. Now this will scan all the variables. We know that the new line issue is there, so we'll make this a bit spaced. We'll put in one space before the percent in the scanf. Okay, and another space in the second scanf, right? Make sure to do this, otherwise the output will be flawed. And then we print the statements. Okay, so first one is %c, its name is ch. We printed it, and in the next line we have to switch the next line, so we'll put in backslash n here. Now we print another time. This one will be our string. Okay, this is our string, and we put in %s and then a comma and then the name of that string, which is s. Another declaration, %s, the name will be sen for the sentence. Now again a small recap. This one is the character type declaration of data. This one is a single character variable. This one is an array. Here we will store the string. This one is a array. Here we will store the sentence including spaces, etc. And this is the scanf functions. These are used to take input. The first one is a character input, so write %c and then give it a comma and ampersand ch. Ampersand is used to define that we are taking an input and where do we store it. Okay, in another scanf statement we put in this code because we have to input including white spaces. We are inputting a string. Okay, but we put in a space because the new line creates some problems. In another one we declare this scanf function and take input into the cn. Now we print all of this one by one. Here you have to do backslash n because you are putting it in the next line. Okay, we are printing it in the next line. So after %s because it is a string. Here also %s because sentence is also a string. Okay, so let's run the code. Okay, we have successfully passed the test case. Now let's submit the code. Okay, all the test cases were fine. This one was the first test case. This one was another test case, a corner case. Okay, It is hidden, so let's unlock it. Okay. H, hello, how are you? The first one is a single character, the second one is a string, and the third one is a sentence, which includes spaces. Okay. This one also, let's unlock it. Okay. So this one is a single character, this one is a string without any spaces, this one is a sentence with spaces. Okay. So we have successfully passed all the test cases. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.